welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but today we've got something new, something I haven't really done much of before, and not done on my channel. I have in this box, and you can probably see from the title below, I have a American Girl Kirsten Larson. She is original, and she is in some loved shape. So see, her leg is gone, her hands, her fingernails are painted, she's kind of dirty, her hair's not in too bad of a condition. I think it's salvageable, and her body's actually in really good condition. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us. We're gonna do our very best to clean her up and give her a new lease on life. So come on with me and we'll get started. So first off, you can see I am trying to take apart her neck string. I'm using a pair of forceps. You can use something like tweezers. It took a lot of time and a lot of patience, as you can see here. And then her head comes right off. Next, you want to take all the stuffing out. There's a lot of stuffing in there, so you want to put it in something where you'll be able to get at it later, because we're going to need it to restuff the body. And as you'll see here in a second, I'm going to start taking the cups off. This is to de-string the doll. So you want to cut the strings where the cups are and save the cups because we'll need those later. I'll show you how they work a little bit later in this video. Next, we're going to prepare her wig. So first we're going to need to remove the eyes. So you should get a bowl or a container that can hold the head. Put a cloth in the container. That helps keep the head stable. Take the head and place it upside down in the container. Just sort of tuck the wig in. Just that can help it stay stable. Next, you want to boil some water. Fill the head with the water until it's at the top of the neck. Next, cover the head up to keep the heat in, and you want to let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes so that the vinyl gets soft. Next comes the hard part. After you've dumped the water out of your vinyl girl's head, she's going to be really hot and really squishy. Now we're going to remove her eyes. Sorry about this camera angle, but this is the best that I could do. So the goal here is to use the flat handle of something to push on the back of the eye socket until the eye pops out. This girl actually was fairly easy to do. The other ones I've tried were particularly tough, including Samantha and Addie. So if you don't get it on the first try, make sure that you reboil the head and try again. Alright, now that her eyes are out, it's time to do her hair. So first thing we want to do is get rid of these pigtails and these braids. Next, using a wire brush, you want to start at the ends and work your way up to the top, brushing your hair as best as you can. This is just a brush from Amazon, but you can use an American Girl brush if you have one. Any wire brush should do. Don't forget to brush the bangs. if they have them. Next, we're going to put her hair in some fabric softener to make it nice and soft. So I just used some Downy fabric softener. You can use whatever brands you want to. I don't think there's a difference. So you pour some into a bowl. Then you take the doll's head and place it upside down in the bowl. This is the reason that we took her eyes out, because the fabric softener will inevitably get in the eye holes, and we want to make sure that that doesn't ruin the eyes. Here I'm using the spatula to make sure all of the hair is submerged underneath the fabric softener. Next, we're going to take the rest of the water from our pot, which is now cooled, and we're going to place it inside of the head so that it will weigh it down so it won't move around. And we'll keep the hair under the fabric softener just like I put it. Now it's time to clean her limbs. I don't know if you can tell really well on camera, but this one's pretty grungy from just years of being played with. So what we're going to do is take a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and start cleaning all of the limbs. So as you can see, this one cleaned up really nicely. All the dirt is gone. Okay, it's been about 4 or 5 hours since we put her in the fabric softener. So now it's time to take her out. Her hair is going to be really saturated with the fabric softener, so I like to squeeze it to get all the softener out. I also like to conserve my fabric softener since it's kind of expensive. So I'll squeeze it out and then put it back in the bottle. Next, you want to wash her hair to make sure all the fabric softener gets out. Here I'm just using cold water. I'm making sure that her eye sockets are clean as well, because we don't want any fabric softener left in there when we put the eyes back in. Next, you want to take your wire brush and brush her hair out. It should be a little bit easier this time. You still may have some fallout from the wig, but this is just to prepare her hair for the hot water bath. Next, it's time for the hot water bath. You want to boil some hot water and pour it over the head, making sure to saturate all of the hair. I'm sorry that this camera angle is really bad, but I couldn't get one where you could actually see the doll. When the hair is saturated, it'll start to collapse and get shiny, so that's how you know you've gotten enough water. Next, you want to get her head and brush her hair out again. Remember, the water is very hot, so be careful. To make her hair completely straight, you can boil a pot of water and dip her hair in, but here I don't really care if it's completely straight since we're going to put it in braids. And here's the finished product. Her hair is a lot shinier and healthier. She still has some problems with the ends, but that should be okay once they're in the braids. Overall, her hair's a lot healthier than it was. You want to let her head sit overnight until her hair is completely dry. Alright guys, that's it for part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next time as we finish taking care of Kirsten and making her beautiful. I've also got some really cool clothes for her, so we're good to go. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye! Honey, I'm a perfect 10. What does perfect even mean?